Today, I'm answering a question from Jimmy Salisbury on Facebook. He's from Indiana, and his business is installation focused. He's asked the pros and cons of independent contractors versus employees. One of the benefits of being an employee is you don't have to make decisions. Someone else is making all the business decisions. Usually, you are paid by the week. Typically, if you are paid by an employer, he will cover your benefits, he will furnish your supplies, and be responsible for your work. An employer will furnish you with insurance. He'll also furnish you with all your supplies and be responsible for scheduling your work. He will also furnish you annually with your 1099. The employer will also furnish you with all the necessary tools to do the job, along with transportation. The employer will schedule your work. When I was running my installation company, I took all this responsibility away from the people that I hired to install carpet. I wanted them to focus on the best job possible they could do. They had no responsibility as far as supplies. That was my responsibility, including all the scheduling. I did not compensate all my employees at the same rate. I compensated them according to skill. Goes back to what the CFI always says. To earn more, learn more.
I'm going to talk about the small independent contractor. They own their own business. They are usually paid at the end of each week. They are responsible for tools and equipment, whatever it takes to complete the job in the correct manner. The independent contractor has the opportunity to work with many clients. The independent contractor schedules his own work, also makes the decision of who he's going to work for. We've made this very simple for you. The IRS 20-factor test is available on the link below, which will give you all the information you need to know. This will determine whether you are an employee or an independent contractor. It is real important that the independent contractor has an agreement that is signed. There is a link to an example of this in the comment section below. After you review all of this, there are some cons to being an independent contractor. You will not be paid if there's no work. As an independent contractor, it can take longer to get paid. You have a contract and you should be paid according to that contract, but we all know that sometimes that just doesn't happen. If you're fortunate, you have a helper that's been with you and is always reliable. If not, you could continually be looking for someone to assist you. The collection process is often slow. After working all day, you must go home and finish the paperwork from the job you just completed and prepare for the following day. Sometimes after working all day, you're going to have to handle customer complaints, and that's no fun. You're responsible for your own taxes, for your own insurance, anything that is associated with conducting a business on a day-to-day basis. You must understand that the government doesn't wait for their money, and you have to be responsible to get it paid on time. I'm going to say an ugly truth, but it happens frequently. Installers get behind on their taxes, and the IRS comes looking for them. We all know what comes next. They lose everything. A lot of installers live week to week, month by month, because they have never learned how to charge accordingly. You must be financially prepared for any callbacks. They are your responsibility. As an independent contractor, you must be prepared every morning if you do not have a warehouse to pick up the merchandise. This may cost you a couple of hours before you can even start your day. Then after your day is done, you're going to spend hours focusing on tomorrow's work and scheduling work for the following week. And oh my goodness, let's don't forget about collecting on last week's work. Everything I've said comes down to your organizational skills. Your business focus is just as important as your installation skills. If you're lucky, you'll have a relationship like Jim and I did, where you work together as partners in the business, and you're both able to build on each other's strengths. The best way that you can solve many of your problems and find new ways to address situations is to join an association such as the CFI or the union or the FCICA, something that will help you to become more organized and a better business person.